all so much for coming out. I think we have a little bit of time. If folks
We've
have,
got all the time you
there we
want.
go. If folks have questions, I'd be more. Yes, hello.
I didn't mention the mouse that roars in here.
You know what? I actually have seen The Mouse That Roars, but I thought I would be one of the 5 people that has seen The Mouse That Roars. So I love it. That's a fantastic. That's a fantastic. That's an absolutely fantastic movie, and it definitely plays into these themes of the weak overpowering the strong.
Yeah.
Also, his bizarre thermonuclear themes that he seems to go into. It's a great film about a small European country that, after seeing the effects of the Marshall Plan, realizes that the best way for them to succeed economically is to lose a war to the United States. So they declare war on the U.S. and then immediately try to surrender. But hijinks ensue, as you can only imagine. And Peter Sellers plays the Prime Minister and the Queen and a sort of a bumbling private in the little army.
Where does that fit in? I'm sorry.
That was before he really took off. I think that was pre-Lolita. I think that was either the late 50s, like 56 or 57, something like that. But yeah, I know that's something I absolutely love. But yes.
How did Peter Sellers' history pique your interest in?
I mean, I grew up with Dr. Strangelove. It's one of my childhood movies, which I think says something about my childhood. And so, Peter Sellers was just one of these people that I always kind of had in the back of my mind. As an actor, I was always interested in. I loved. I mostly love Dr. Strangelove. I'd seen Pink Panther. I'd seen Murder by Death. The Party, some of his less than politically correct movies, which I decided not to reference tonight. He was always someone that I was very interested in. And then so when Mike was asking me, so who can you do? I'm like, maybe I can do Peter Sellers. Let's find out.
What is your favorite film?
Oh, Dr. Strangelove, absolutely. Yeah. No, I remember being a little kid and running around quoting Dr. Strangelove, doing whole scenes from Dr. Strangelove. Yeah, no, that's absolutely one of my favorites.
So how many kids do you have?
He wound up at the end of the day with 3 children from his first 2 wives. Michael and Sarah, I think, his first wife with Anne, and then Victoria was his daughter with Rick Eglin. But none of them wound up with his fortune. They each got, I think, about 800 pounds when they died. But because of his will, it all went to his final wife, who died shortly after. And it all went to her daughter, who was born 4 years after he died. So his whole sort of film fortune went to someone who never knew him.
How old was he when he died?
54.
54.
54.
Was
Yeah.
it a natural?
I mean, it was another heart attack from his rather rugged life. Yes.
Tell me about choosing the name Peter.
His parents called him that. That was what his parents.
That was his older brother.
That was the brother who was a stillborn. Yeah, his
I
parents.
have to have a long talk with you sometime about Jerry Townsend, who was my partner for many years, who had that same relationship with
Really?
an older brother who died at not quite 3
Okay.
2 years before he was born, and haunted him his whole life.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. But at least he didn't have his name.
Well, I mean, that seems a little odd.
That's embarrassing. So they never called you by your real name, Richard?
I had no idea. They just, from what I saw, from what I read, his parents referred to him as Peter, and I mean, he's in Peter in all the records. So presumably, he either changed his name legally at some point, or just it was what he was known as. So.
How long have you worked on this? You've done an excellent job. You nailed it. You're so funny.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very much. I only a few months. Whenever Mike suggested this, so maybe back in October or something like that. So.
Thank you. You've done an excellent job.
Thank you very much.
So you've never done Peter before?
No, this is debut.
Had you done a British accent?
I've been in plays where I had to do
You did a real great
British.
job.
Well, thank you.
Changing of accents.
Yeah, that flipping and flopping out is just amazing.
80% of the role was just getting a pair of glasses.
Did he ever do any nightclub humor, or was it all film and
I mean, he did music. You know, he would do like ukulele kind of songs, and like I mentioned, you know, during the performance, you know, he would kind of do comedy bits between burlesque acts. You know, like he was doing whatever he could find, kind of comedy-wise and music. You know, kind of that post-war era, until he really hit, you know, connected with the Goons. But I mean, he did music. I think all his whole life. I think he was on the Paul Allen show, the like night before he died, doing drumming. I mean, you know, he was, yeah.
You mean Steve or?
Steve Allen, thank you.
Steve.
so he used the drumming with his humor?
I assume so. I've not seen footage of him, you know, doing kind of like rim shots, but.
Do we have any other questions?
Well, thank you all so much for coming out. If folks are interested in the other work that I do, you can go to lehmankessler.com. That's where other live shows and most information about my performances are. But again, thank you. This has been fun.